How to get 5 sensories to respect you as a 6th sensory? Well, first of all, you need to understand that 5 sensories have their own priorities going on. And so my number one tip is to not take any of their bad behavior personally when it happens. And what do I mean by that? Does that mean you just let it slide? Does that mean you don't pay attention? And I think the number one important thing to understand is that you don't react when a 5 sensory does behave badly. One of the things they will do to test you in a new relationship as a 6th sensory is they'll see if you are easily emotional. Are you easily upset or traumatized or jealous or controlling, these sorts of things. And so the number one thing when any of this negative behavior is happening, and yes, it sucks, it's annoying, you want to complain about it, you want to tell them to grow up, but don't do those things. The number one thing you got to remember is to not react when they behave badly. Note it in your mind that they're being disrespectful and consider it when you're evaluating whether or not you really want to spend time with them. But don't respond in that moment or react angrily, because that's what's going to get you not respected as a 6th sensory. Why? Because people who are respected are calm and they don't take things personally when other people are showing up late or they're having a meltdown. That shows that they lack emotional control, not that you do. And you will be in control if you remain calm while other people around you are losing their minds. So that's my number one tip, is to not take any bad behavior personally. File it away in your mind and set a boundary. If somebody didn't show up when they were supposed to and they ditched, then don't be so available if they want to hang out next time. Be busy doing your own stuff. Continue to work on your projects. Continue developing your relationship with the universe. Do anything, but don't spend time with them for a good 3 or 4 weeks after they've been behaving like an imbecile. My next tip as a 6th sensory to win respect from 5 sensories is don't lose emotional control yourself. Don't nag, don't complain when something has gone wrong. You can follow up. Let's say it's a company you're dealing with in this case, and they overcharged for something. Follow up and tell them, but you don't have to be angry or upset with them. You can be extremely calm and you're more likely to get a positive result from the company. Sometimes they will not give you a good result at all. Having said that, if you behave in a very belligerent way, that's only going to cause them to disrespect you. And that's only going to cause them to behave more badly in the future. I actually had this problem with the gym recently where they had charged a prorated amount and didn't tell me, which was very annoying. So I actually did follow up and say, hey, you should have told me about that prorated amount. And they're like, we kind of did. We kind of said in the fine print that there might be a prorated amount, but they didn't say that there would be, and there was a dollar amount. So I just politely told them, like, hey, next time can you just tell me the number that you're going to charge before you charge it, just to be polite so I know what to expect in terms of bill payments. And really the key to succeeding in that is to remain calm. If you don't like the way a company or a 5 sensory person in your life is treating you, the thing you don't want to do is overreact and be a Karen, because that's the thing that's going to garner you disrespect. That's going to be the thing that gets people to stop noticing you and paying attention to you. But if you're extremely calm in reporting a problem, people will notice and they will treat you with respect. They will want to help you solve the problem. My next tip for gaining respect is to model people who have respect. Think about the people you respect and you admire. Who do you look up to? What are they doing with their lives that allows you to have respect for them? For example, I respect Oprah, and I respect that she set up nonprofits and that she likes to help people. And even when things go sideways, she does her best to correct the situation. And so I like to be involved in helping people who are vulnerable in society. I do it a bit differently than the way she does, not quite on the same scale, but you want to model and be busy with the things that other people you respect are busy with. And that's only going to magnetize people to you. And it's only going to help them have more respect for you when you're busy and you're engaged being of service on issues that matter to you. Like for me, it's helping people with disabilities, since I nearly had one myself and then recovered and became athletic again. but it really touched my heart how people with disabilities live. And so now I want to give back to those types of people. And for you, it might be a little different. Maybe you like going to the animal shelter and helping animals. Whatever that purpose is, whatever that service is you want to do, be busy doing it, and people will only have respect for you. My next tip for respect is to don't nag at people. Don't tell people like that you need to take out the trash or you need to clean up after yourself. Don't nag people, like show up on time, because that might work if you're a mom and you're telling a 3-year-old this, but I don't even think 3-year-olds like to be nagged. So it's certainly not going to work on a child that's 12 or 16, and by the time somebody in your life is 20 or 30 or 40 years old, they certainly don't want to hear it. So don't nag at people and tell them what to do unless they've paid you to be a teacher and they've paid you to tell what to do. In that case, you can, because you've gotten permission to do so. But if you haven't gotten permission like that, then don't tell people what to do. Leave them alone, and they will only have respect for you. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to jump into the fray and do everything else yourself either. Sometimes I think we don't realize as a culture how efficiency can sometimes hurt our relationships. We're so keen on getting everything done or having things be a certain way, being controlling, that we are better off just leaving things alone. Maybe something doesn't have to get done. Maybe you can live with a little bit of mess. And I'm a proponent of keeping a clean place, but if it's gonna start a fight getting the process done of getting it clean, then maybe it's better off leaving the place a little bit dirty. Finally, if you really want respect, be mindful about how you talk to other people and how you talk about other people. If you're saying negative things to people in their face or behind their back for that matter, that's only going to garner you disrespect in the long run. And it's so easy to accidentally start gossip or get sucked into a negative conversation with another person. But that casts disrespect on you. If you're the classy person who is willing to exit when negative gossiping topics come up, then that's only going to garner you respect from other people. They may not like it in the moment that you exit the conversation about the gossip, but in the long run, they will respect you more.